right, here we are back in this elaborate studio out here in the warehouse to answer your Bible questions. Now, if you could actually see, about 4 feet from me is a big bin of corn I picked during the fall that we're grinding to make chicken feed and cornmeal out of it. Oh, there's a bunch of paint buckets and stuff. So this, I know this looks like Fox News or something set up here, but actually this is just us out in the corner of the warehouse. And so we're here to answer your Bible questions, and we got Jared sitting there behind their little camera. And it's kind of chilly today, and so he's shivering, but I'm not. I've got plenty to keep me warm. So Jared, what's the first Bible question you got for us today?
Would you please explain biblical fasting? Why, when, and how should a Christian fast?
You know, there's no commandment in the Bible to fast, but there is an indication of the benefits of it. For instance, Jesus one time people came to Jesus and said, we brought our child to your disciples to cast the devils out, and they couldn't do it. And so Jesus cast the devils out. And the disciples kind of, in a state of chagrin, came to Jesus and said, why couldn't we do it? He said, this kind cometh out not but by prayer and fasting. And so the indication was that the thing that they lacked was two things, prayer and fasting. Not prayer and fasting at the moment in preparation for this particular event, but generally in their lives, they had a failure of prayer and fasting. So it appears that fasting is related to prayer. That and other verses, it's related to prayer. Fasting, we're not given a breakdown on anywhere. He doesn't tell us, it's kind of assumed, like prayer is assumed from the beginning of the Bible all the way to the end, that it's something that a spiritually minded person does who wants to get closer to God or get sharper in his spirit in regard to the things of God. We found the prophets fasting when there were great burdens that they had. We find that Jesus, when he was tempted, went up on the mountain and fasted 40 days and 40 nights, at the end of which Satan came to him and tempted him. So if Jesus Christ, the Son of God, needed to fast 40 days and 40 nights in preparation for the great temptation when Satan came to him, then it would appear that we need to fast too, when there are great burdens, great needs for prayer. If you look back in history, you'll find too that men and women have fasted and prayed in anticipation of God moving in a great revival, and God has responded and answered those prayers. You know, fasting is not unique to Christianity. It is a universal thing that occurs in all religions, at least all the ancient ones. It's generally understood that it is a way to focus the mind and spirit and subdue the bodily passions. And if you've ever fasted 3 or 4 days, you know that after 3 or 4 days, though your body gets weak, your focus gets keen. Your body's no longer digesting food, and your spirit and your mental state seems to heighten and intensify. And so I would say that fasting is a natural, it's not some kind of spiritual sacrifice we're making, it's a natural function in order to subdue the fleshly passions and allow the spirit to take dominance over the flesh.
If you would like to ask a Bible question, email us at biblequestions@nogreaterjoy.org or call at 931-805-4820.